We are reading Kedoshim, Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 1, and through 19 probably. וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל כל עדת בני ישראל, ואמרת עליכם קדושים תהיו, כי קדוש אני אדוני אלוהיכם. איש אמו ואביו תיראו, ואת שבתותי תשמורו, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אל תפנו אל האלילים, ואלוהי מסכה לא תעשו לכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. וכי תזבחו זבח שלמים לאדוני, לרצונכם תזבחוהו. Verse 6. ביום זבחכם יאכל, וממחרת הנותר עד יום השלישי באש יישרף. ואם האכול יאכל ביום השלישי, פיגול הוא, לא ירצה. ואוכליו עוונו יישא, כי את קודש אדוני חילל, ונכרתה הנפש ההיא מעמיה. ובקוצרכם, את קציר ארצכם לא תכלה, פאת שדך לקצור, ולקט קצירך לא תלקט, וכרמך לא תעולל, ופרד כרמך לא תלקט, לעני ולגר תעזוב אותם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. לא תגנובו, ולא תכחשו, ולא תכחשו, ולא תשקרו איש בעמיתו. Verse 12. ולא תשבעו בשמי לשקר, וחיללת את שם אלוהיך, אני אדוני. לא תעשוק את רעך, ולא תגזול, לא תלין פעולת שכיר איתך עד בוקר. לא תקלל חרש, ולפני עיוור לא תיתן מכשול, ויראת מאלוהיך אני אדוני. לא תעשו עוול במשפט, לא תישא פני דל, ולא תחדר פני גדול, בצדק תשפוט עמיתך. לא תלך רכיל בעמך, לא תעמוד על דם רעך, אני אדוני. Verse 17. לא תשנא את אחיך בלבבך, הוכח תוכיח את עמיתך, ולא תישא עליו חטא. לא תקום ולא תטור את בני עמך, ואהבת לרעך כמוך, אני אדוני. את חוקותי תשמורו, בחמתך לא תרביע כליים, שדך לא תזרע כליים, ובגד כליים שעטנז לא יעלה עליך. Okay, that was fast. If you need to slow it down by setting playback time, speed a bit slower, do that. Otherwise, let's talk a little bit about the way it's been put together. וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, and said the Lord El Moshe, or I will just say Adonai to the tetragram, and said the Lord to Moses, lemor, saying. We can translate the saying or not. Many translations just leave it out because it's really, it has just this formal meaning of beginning the direct speech. Daber el kol adat bnei Israel. Speak to the whole community, congregation of the sons of Israel, ve'amarta alehem, and tell them, Kedoshim tihyu, you shall be holy. But wait a second, I am translating it in the wrong way. I know English is very different, so I need to follow the English word order, but let me try to make it as special as it is in Hebrew. Kedoshim tihyu, holy you shall you be. you shall be. Oh, that's better. Holy you shall be. Ki kadosh ani, because holy am I. Adonai Elohechem, the Lord your God. So, even as we know, this Parashat Shavua has been called Kedoshim, and here we have Kedoshim in this sentence. Usually it would be one of the first words. Here we have to wait up to almost the end of the first big thought of the second verse to get to Kedoshim, but this is really the main idea. So Kedoshim to you, holy you shall be. And see, normally we expect the word order being verb, subject, object. This time we see Kedoshim being the beginner of the sentence, the opening the clause, holy you shall be, ki kadosh Adonai. In the same way, the explanation to why, because holy am I, your God, Lord your God. So this would be the reason, and we would need to be aware of this emphasis. Let's go further. Ish imo ve'aviv tira'u ve'et shabtotai tishmoru ani Adonai Elohechem. So ish normally would be a man, a person, human, right? But this time and sometimes and a lot of times in the Torah, it will be translated as an adjective, each. And this way, each, imo, his mother, ve'aviv, and his father, tira'u, shall fear or shall honor. Here we have a verb that actually has a root of yud, reish, aleph, so yara. We have a future form with a tav up front, giving us a second person. We're talking to someone, and u giving us the plural, masculine plural in this case, or it could be also mixed group that it is being talked to here. So if we go literally, it's really each, his mother and his father, you shall fear. You shall fear, or you shall honor. That's a better translation, definitely. In this case, even though those two really are very close and overlap in meaning, so tira'u, you shall honor, ve'at shabtotai, and Shabbat, Shabbatot, Shabtotai. Yeah, Shabbat, Shabbatot, Sabbath, and Shabtotai, my Sabbath, Tishmoru, you shall keep. Ani Adonai Elohechem, I am the Lord your God. Al tifnu el ha'elilim ve'elokei masecha lo ta'asu lachem, ani Adonai Elohechem. Do not turn. This tifnu comes from pana, to turn. Do not turn el ha'elilim, to the idols, ve'elokei masecha, and the gods. Masecha, I'm not sure I know the word in English, but just to be made of metal, poured out of metal. So those gods, okay, made, self-made, lo ta'asu, do not make lachem, for yourselves. Ani Adonai Elohechem, I am the Lord your God. V'chi tizbechu zevach shlamim la'Adonai lirtzonchem tizbahu. And we have already seen ki, right? Actually here on top, and we know ki can be because or that, but it also can be if. Specifically, when it appears in the beginning of a sentence, right? It's supposed to be a part of this protasis, right? If part of a conditional clause. So v'chi tizbechu zevach shlemim la'Adonai, and if tizbechu, you are offering zevach, the sacrifice, you're giving offer, right? Offering the sacrifice, shlamim, peaceful sacrifice, l'Adonai, to the Lord, liratzon tizbaruhu. Liratzon here has also three parts to it, right? We have a li up front, chem as a pronominal suffix at the end. So li being to as a preposition, chem being the pronominal suffix, yol, right? Or you, your. But what is left is ratzon, and ratzon can be a favor, it can be your pleasure, it can be acceptance. And in this case, liratzon to your acceptance. This is how we would translate that, this context, tizbahu. Look at this word, tizbahu here and tizbahu here. Actually looks the same way, except that the last u is just being spelled here by kubots. the 3 dots that are going under, down. And here it's Bashuruk, the Vav with the dot inside. So, but actually, if you pronounce them, Tizbehu, Tizbehu, it's the same word. Here it's slightly different with a vowel because the another pronominal suffix has been added. So Tizbehu, you shall sacrifice him or it. Now, because we're talking, this refers back to this zevach, to the sacrifice. Let's try to do it again. V'chi tizbehu zevach shlamim ladonai, and if you will give zevach shlamim, a sacrifice of peaceful sacrifice, ladonai, to the Lord, lichotzonchem, to your acceptance, tizbehuhu, bring it, offer it. B'yom zivchechem ye'achel u'mimochorat v'hanotar ad yom hashlishi ba'esh yisaref. Okay, we will look at this one more verse. And b'yom zivchechem ye'achel u'mimochorat. Okay, well, again, something else. We're not beginning with, we don't see a clause beginning with a verb. We see it beginning with b'yom zivchechem. On a day of zevach, here on top we have zevach, and it becomes zivchachem because the pronominal suffix has been added to it. So on the day of your sacrifice, ye'achel, it shall be eaten. Now, you know what? This is Zivchachem is really, I don't think this is a sacrifice. This is a noun. It probably comes from, we see, if we look at the previous verse, we see 2 words, tiz bechu, right? Again, with the same root, and zevach. Zevach being the noun, tiz bechu being the verb. Zivchachem here is probably infinitive construct of the verb. So the root is the same, indeed, but it's the infinitive construct. So of your sacrificing, let's make it really as close to the text as possible. So on the day of your sacrificing, ye'achel, it shall be eaten, right? We have achal, we have it in the future, imperfect now, third person, masculine singular, with the yud up front, but ye'achel, what we see, it's not a kal, so it's not that he should eat, right? But it should be eaten. This is a nifal, and nifal is a passive stem. Ye'achel, it should be eaten. Umimochorat, and on the next day, mochorat. Vehanotar ad yom hashlishi, vehanotar, and what is left? Ad yom hashlishi, to the 3rd day, ba'esh yisaref. In the fire, yisaref, it should burn. Okay, or it should be burnt, because we have, if you look at ye'achel, yisaref, right, we know this is the usual vowel pattern for the nifal. Yisaref, ye'achel, and the other thing that we also see here from nifal, obviously by yisaref, is there is a dagesh in the first letter of the root. This is a ni, right, the prefix ni from nifal, which is not happening in ye'achel because the first root letter is aleph, and obviously it cannot take dageshes. Dagesh, that is any dagesh, in fact. Okay, ba'esh yisaref, in the fire it shall be burnt. Wonderful. Be blessed. Have a wonderful Shabbat. Bye.